Hi, I'm Ember Conley, your host for Political Peaks. I'm joined today with our County Manager of Summit County, Tom Fisher. Welcome to the show.
How you doing, Ember?
Fantastic. So first of all, thanks for joining us. It's definitely a busy time of year, of course, gearing up for the 4th of July and all of the events that are happening around Summit County, and specifically looking at our tourism and how that impacts the budget. I know that you have a budget hearing coming up around what maybe any increases or decreases to certain line items. Can you tell us more about that?
I sure can, and a great illustration of what's coming at us. We have the Oakley Rodeo happening over the 4th of July weekend, but we're hearing from the Chamber of Commerce just how strong our lodging properties are seeing bookings, and we're seeing it in Summit County in our sales tax collections. Everywhere from our transient room tax, which kind of measures for us lodging activity and tourism activity, to our different sales taxes, mostly around transportation, but also for general government, where we're at about 50% into our year, and we've collected over 70% of what we budgeted for that revenue. So extremely strong, which shows how our tourism-based economy is rolling back after the pandemic.
I know a lot of counties across the state really cut back on any new hires or filling positions, just not really knowing what the results of COVID would have on our tax base. Are you having any new openings within the staff?
Yeah, we sure are. Interestingly enough, we're having the same challenge that every local government is having around law enforcement. So we've got a lot of positions that are needing to be filled, both as sheriff's officers and around our communications or dispatch. But we have opened up a few more positions to start to bring back some of those positions that we froze during the pandemic, exactly not knowing where revenues were going to hit. And we've added a few more. The council just amended their budget at the last meeting, not only to deal with some pay issues that we had in place, but also to offer a couple more positions out to the community to handle some high priority items, and kind of how our business has changed around the hybrid and virtual meetings for the future.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that all businesses are having to look at. Is a lot of employees are now comfortable working from home, and we've seen lots of efficiencies, especially when we talk about our impact to the climate and how we can continue to be friendly to our environment. One of the questions,
or working from their electric car like mine.
Well, and you know what? That's super important, and we thank you for hopefully you're not driving.
No, I'm stopped.
Hopefully you're plugged into a station right now. One of the questions that I have also is changing subjects a little bit, but I know that you work with the health department closely and have, especially over the last year. Has the Delta variant been a topic here in Summit County? Are there concerns?
It is certainly a topic. I mean, we've heard Dr. Bulla in different venues talk about that. They're tracking it closely everywhere from internationally, nationally, statewide, and locally. The information that I'm hearing is that our best events, even against the Delta variant, which seems to be a little bit more contagious and a little bit more dangerous, is vaccination. And so even though we're one of the best counties, areas of the country in vaccination uptake, we still see people that are coming into our hospitals because they have not been vaccinated, and they have some of these variants that are a little bit more serious. So that's what we're encouraging and continuing to encourage is let's get our folks vaccinated and encourage it statewide and nationally.
Awesome. As we close out our interview and get you on your way, I think one topic that continues to be discussed, of course, transportation, but more importantly, development, housing development, growth. It just seems, you talk about that there's more people in our town, but it seems like there's been more people move in our town, and the inventory continues to be low. What is, are there big agendas within planning, and are you seeing bigger developments?
Well, I think we've seen an increase of projects coming through the process that have housing associated with them. And, I'm not going to speak to any specifically, but, the council has been discussing higher density development around our transportation nodes out in the basin. And just recently passed the neighborhood mix zone, which can be applied to very specific places in our county where we expect to accept higher density development, mixed use development, so that the idea is that folks can pretty much service themselves close to home as opposed to having to drive everywhere. And so I think we're going to see more projects over the next few years like that. And hopefully that helps with our transportation issues at the same time.
Right. Well, I mean, it just seems that things are really busy now that our vaccines are, everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people are getting vaccinated. It definitely feels like it's a busy time of year. And I know our family is excited for the Oakley Rodeo. So thank you so much for your time, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Ember.
I'm Ember Conley, your host for Political Peaks. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Park City TV, over the air on Channel 36 and our Comcast channels 17 and 102.